Your mic's muted. Yeah, there you go. There we go. Now we live. All right, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Minor League Fifth. Came to you with the late night. We had a trailer we wanted to do, so we're gonna hop into that. But before we do that, Scotty, how you doing?
Tired.
I see you didn't even have a good last name in there.
No, I was looking. Couldn't even find one. I'm that tired. How are you doing today?
Well, I surprised you with a trailer you didn't know about, got it to you because that's the thing about doing trailers with Scotty. I'd be like, yo, I got a trailer for you. And I'll give him a trailer. I'd be like, this just came out. I'll watch it. I just watched it. Like, what do you mean you just watched it? Like, we supposed to do it live for the people. So I gotta hide trailers from him and not even tell him until he comes in here and then play the trailer immediately. Because he might be watching it right now.
I plead the fifth.
Yeah, man. So, well, we hop into that. Thank you for joining us here. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. We go live. Like I said, working on a set schedule. Supposed to do The Bachelor today, but Scott hasn't had time to watch it yet. He's been a busy guy, so we'll move that over, or maybe we'll just do it on open field. We might just throw it in as a segment of that and do that. But like I said, we got some movies coming up this week, and we're going to talk Wednesday. Hacksaw Ridge is coming up. I got a busy day tomorrow, so I'm gonna try to fit all the stuff in before we get to it. But we got a lot of stuff coming this week, and the open field is gonna be on Thursday, so we'll get into that. But we got a new trailer come out. Our guy Stephen King, Mr. Horror Movie Aficionado, the writer, the director, producer, all of that. He's had his own.
Did you say Aficionado?
What was I supposed to say?
That was like Christopher Columbus. It's aficionado. Aficionado now. Aficionado.
Oh man, yeah, it's all good. But we got a new trailer for one of his books, The Boogeyman. You were talking before we started. You said you've seen the original, which I have not. So before we jump to this trailer, how was the original?
I don't even know how to rate that. I guess for when it came out, I think it came out like 2002 or 2003, maybe. I give it average, I guess. It's about a kid who was afraid of the dark. Barry Watson was in it. I don't know if you know who Barry Watson is. He was
familiar, but
the oldest kid in Seventh Heaven.
I don't really watch Seventh Heaven, to be honest.
Look, people, listen.
There's a lot of TVs out there. There's a lot of shows out there, man. But
yeah.
Anyway, okay, so that we'll give that a run of the mill. I guess I've never seen it, but let's see. They put out the original. All right, they've had time to see what worked, what didn't work. Now it's 2023, so we had about 20 years. Let's see if they got right what they didn't before. I have no clue, but you might see that in this trailer. We'll hop into this. You'll get our reaction right here. Let me go ahead and pull that up. All right, people. Oh no, that is not it. That's it. There we go. All right, let's jump into this and we will see this trailer for the first time.
Okay, get in here. I don't know how you sleep with all these lights. What are you scared of?
Why our closet open if you're scared of it?
I don't see anything. Okay, monster check complete.
Using a lot of electricity.
Yeah, electric bills high as hell.
Oh hell no, I'm out.
That was rude. Damn.
Okay. What you call for your food? That's dope. He's behind you.
Nah, I'm alright.
Oh shit, you got all back.
Yeah,
it's been around forever. Hidden in the dark. It's like all those spooky monsters you think are hiding under your bed. It's not real. is this? It's the thing that comes for your kids when you're not paying attention.
You believe me? Don't you?
You know what? That didn't look that bad. And now that I'm here,
Yeah,
I'm going to look up because I believe that kid Will was the main character of the first one.
Oh, is that really?
I believe so. I'm looking right now just to make sure because I saw that when it came out.
Okay, let me see. Let me see who's in this one here.
Not the original one that's in 1980. The one that was in 2000.
She's talking about 2000. Yeah. So to be honest, man, that actually didn't look bad. Obviously, let me see. So directed by Rob Savage and it stars Chris Messina, Sophie Thatcher, and Marin Ireland. Interesting names. Yeah, I've not seen them really anything, so nobody really looked familiar here to me. But as far as the trailer goes, it's giving us the usual horror stops, I would guess, but some cool shots. Now, I love that scene in the trailer where they kind of, let me go back to it, where they kind of flip the camera. Like that looked awesome. And I love shots like that, especially in horror movies. So, I mean, it looks like it's shot well. It looks like it's produced well. So, I mean, that's the first, huh?
I'm wrong. The guy in the first one was named as Tim, but this scene right here, the first like maybe 45 seconds of the trailer, that is the first scene of the 2003 Boogeyman. It's the same scene, almost. Okay. There's like a major difference.
Yeah, that's
I won't give that one away since you haven't seen it. In case you wanted to see it, did you want to see it?
That's a dope shot. But I don't know if I watched the original, but obviously don't spoil it because it might have some similarities. But
it doesn't. I mean, the first scene pretty much sets the precedent for the whole movie, and from this trailer, that first scene doesn't happen at all. Everything happened except for this one major part. But yeah, it was the first one was about a kid that was afraid of the dark and would turn a whole bunch of lights. Then something traumatic happened, and then when he's an adult, he's still doing the same thing. This movie looks like the kid is going to stay a kid, and it's going to be about the kid and the adults around her. In the first movie, there were no adults but him when he grew up.
Oh, that sounds like God, what's that movie? That freaking horror movie where if you are in the dark, the monster can get you. But when you're like daytime or in the light, like the dude when he becomes an adult, he ends up like moving to Vegas because there's always lights around. I can't remember the day. I'm gonna find it for you.
I don't know. Falls. I thought you were gonna say it's not Darkness Falls.
Darkness Falls. There we go.
No, that's not it. Because Darkness Falls is about the Tooth Fairy.
No, but it sounds like that kind of.
Oh,
like
yeah, it does.
Remember, he was afraid of the dark because obviously you can kind of hear the monster in the dark, and then but it can't get you in the light. So when he gets older, he's like, man, forget all that. I'm leaving town like any normal person should do. He's going to Vegas and working nights where I'm around light at all times, and this thing cannot get me. So, yeah, that's a very old movie, but I mean that obviously sounds awesome, and like here we got a lot going on. Obviously, you see older kids, so it's not just a younger kid, which I like because it's not one of those like, oh, like nobody believes me until like it's too late. She has somebody older, I guess her older sister, who is also like, okay, I'm experiencing that candle. So they're like, y'all gonna burn down.
Yeah, what's going on here?
Like that's a little too much. Like, but yeah, obviously somebody, man, this is giving me a lot of Darkness Falls. Because remember they had the sketch of the monster and everything. So this is giving me
I have a feeling that guy Will right there. I have a feeling that he is going to be. He's obviously not the guy from the first movie, but I feel like he's obviously he's been a victim before because he knows what it is. And that actor is great too. I forget what it is. He always plays a weird guy in the movie.
Man, I love that scene where he tells him, hold on, let me find it. Where he tells him the thing that comes for your kids when you're not around. And then you just see her like hauling on the street. Oh, there it goes right here. And she's just booking in the street.
He wasn't home.
Yeah, he wasn't home.
There's Whoopi Goldberg right there.
You can't get away from me. You gotta leave the house. And she just running down the street. Oh, that's an hilarious cut, man. That's a good cut for the trailer. Yeah, man. Those kind of give me Darkness Fall vibes. Like you say, you've seen the original, so I guess what you're saying is kind of hits that same pace and that
Mhm.
sets the tone for it, which is cool because like the thing I thought about this when we were gonna do this trailer because I didn't watch it before, but I was just thinking like this age of horror movies just coming out. We get a horror movie like one a week. Like
Mhm.
mostly what we talk about. It's probably mostly what we watch and review. And like what really set like it's hard when you are promoting things to one not give away too much, but
Mhm.
set it apart so you get fans in the seats. Obviously, Stephen King's name sort of brings that, but I feel like in this day and age is very hard. Like you have to have one of your trailer cut well. Like I believe this one is that kind of gets me excited, interested to go watch it. It's not
Yep.
too much, but doesn't do not enough. And but it's like it's really that's just a really hard path to really set apart from horror movies that drop every week. Like
Mhm.
I would see what's your opinion on that, and like what do you feel like is enough to get you to go out and see it? Because obviously that pays for the movie.
I'll be honest with you. I don't watch horror movie trailers except for in here. For the most part, I do not watch horror movie trailers. What I used to do is I used to go on the genre section on the movie site I watch
Hmm.
and click on horror, and whatever the latest like 3 horror movies were out of like the latest 20 that seemed like it had a good little synopsis up there, I would ignore the rating and know everything. Just the synopsis that look cool. Those 3 I would just watch.
Okay.
That like, yeah, I've never really based it off of a trailer before. I may watch one of the trailers, or if I'm watching it with a friend, then they might be like, "Oh, let's watch the trailer first." But most of the time, I just read the synopsis and I just watch it. I just if it's so bad I can't finish it, which is rare, then that's different. Most of the time I can finish it. Like I just saw a movie called Grave Encounters, like an indie horror movie, came out maybe like 8-10 years ago.
Hmm.
Probably one of the best found footage films I've seen. That was like a really low budget film too.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's hard, man, because I'm thinking about it like for myself. And for horror movies, because like I said, there's so many, it's a lot of word of mouth for me. Like, to be honest, like even like big time movies like The Menu. I've seen a million trailers for The Menu. None of them really encouraged me to go out and see it until I heard somebody say, yo, this is like a great movie. And then you said it in here, you're like, it's really good. So then I wanted to see it. I know with Barbarian, I think the one I've seen recently in theater, that was a horror flick. I heard it
Mhm.
was good, and it had just recently came out. I'm like, okay, I gotta go see it. So it either has to have an outstanding trailer, or I wait for it to come out. And if somebody says it's good, because I watch a lot of movie reviews as well as review movies,
Mhm.
then I'm like, okay, cool. Like somebody I trust their opinion has got a good view of this. Like if they like it, I will probably like it. So
Mhm. I
not
do that
not
too. Like I guess if we're speaking on what's new, I just see it. Like any new horror movie that comes out, especially if it's in theaters, it's a horror movie. I just see it. That's my
yeah,
favorite. That's my favorite genre. So if it's in the theaters, I don't even watch the trailer for it when it's in theaters, unless it's a chain movie like a Halloween, Friday
yeah,
13th,
those
Nightmare for Elm
work.
Street. I'll watch those trailers because I already know the general story. But the horror movies that come to theaters like Barbarian and stuff, I didn't even watch the trailer. I just went ahead and watched it because I saw it was in theaters. It
Well,
was
that's
horror.
good that you can watch it cold, and I
Mhm.
like that mystery of like the. I think a lot of the attraction for horror movies, and this is even dating back to like what was it? Paranormal Activity
Mhm.
is like the thing that really would get you in your seat is you see the trailer, and you're like, I don't know what's going on, like
Mhm.
like that would kind of like Barbarian. I didn't know what was going on. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, this looks high production. I've seen the actors before. I like them. Like that's enough to kind of get me. And then of course, good word of mouth on top of that. But it's like if I don't know what's going on, I really want to hit the seat. And I
Mhm.
think you're not gonna get that here because it's Boogeyman. We kind of know what's going on. But I feel like maybe a name like Stephen King can carry that, just like a Halloween or something will. But I wanted to
Yeah.
ask the question.
Yeah. I don't even know what Stephen King's original Boogeyman was about at all, but it must have had a tie into that last movie from 2003 because he had one in 1980 that was like from him. The one 2003 is kind of based off of that, I guess, because
Hmm.
it has similar scenes to what's in this trailer, and this one's like directly based off of his book, The Boogeyman. So I'm actually kind of excited to see it. I've seen all Stephen King's movies, like probably every single one twice.
Yeah, because I mean, Stephen King is so successful and he's done so much at this point. Everyone's gonna treat any property he puts out almost like it's it. Like, oh, like Stephen King wrote this and he did that, and that's fantastic. So I'm gonna see this. So he does have that carrying point, which will get some people into seats. But just wanted to ask that question because it's like a lot of stuff we see over and over again. But yeah, man. So it's something though, especially the way that's shot. It's enough to get me excited for it. I don't know if I would go the Friday it comes out and go see it, but it's something I would probably catch in theaters or like a matinee-ish at this point if I was rating this trailer. Where I'm like, I want to see it because it looks shot well in the big screen. But yeah, man. Any final words on the trailer?
Well, no, I mean, I'm just surprised it looks so good. When I came on the screen to see what surprised me with, I was like, this looks terrible. I had flashbacks to the old movie, but that looks pretty good.
No, that's good, man. We were 2 for 2 with horror. We got the Scream trailer and we had this one. So again, man, I appreciate y'all joining us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And you can, like I said, we got shows coming up this week. Open Field is coming on Thursday, so that will be guaranteed. And we have a couple movie reviews, so we're going to try to fit it all in and get that done for you. But if you say you've seen the original, you didn't like the original, so you won't see this one, and you disagree with Scotty's points about the original, or you think this one's going to be great because the original was great, Scotty, where can they find you?
And you can find me on Instagram at ScottyGetDown1, TikTok at Corono. And where can they find you?
Well, if you're like me and you haven't seen the original, but you like this trailer, so you want to talk about it, you can find me. I am Flyknit Johnson, both on IG and on TikTok, as you can see, also on Twitter at CityBoy Quentin, which also works as a scheduler for our stream where you can watch it there live. You can see updates. I'm gonna start putting out graphics of our weekly schedule so people can see them and they know we tune in, so we don't do it so random. But obviously with trailers, we don't know when they're gonna come out. But if they come out, we'll watch them. But again, let me not be selfish. You talk to Scotty, you talk to me, but you want to talk to, you can do that at Minor League Films pretty much everywhere. It's gonna either be Minor League Films all spelled out or MLF as in Films 1. Facebook is still coming. I still gotta work on that Instagram, but we've been a little busy. But we gonna get there, man. But obviously, it's an awesome trailer. Scotty gave the last word. You got anything else for the people?
No, man. I'll encourage everybody to see it. Actually, surprising that is Scream 6. Like you said, that's 2 for 2.
Yeah,
that does not happen.
Yeah, man. Those. It's a. I think one thing I do like about before we go. One thing I do like about Insidious. And I think Insidious is as run of the mill as you get for horror movies, kind of today with the silliness. But the shots in Insidious that they do are like very cool. And the way they transition the shots, like we seen where the girl goes under the bed and the camera kind of flips, like they do that a lot, and that is super engaging. And just like on a fan of film level, just like dang, like I just want to see it just for how it looks. Even the story could be whatever, but for how it looks. So I agree with you there. I'm excited for it. Well, people, appreciate y'all joining us. Appreciate you coming. We'll be back with you a couple more times this week, but we're out.
All right.
As I can find the video.